Are you a business leader who wants to understand how Google Ads impact your bottom line? Are you spending money on Google Ads, but you're not sure if it's actually driving revenue? Do you want to understand how to make smarter, data-driven business decisions with your Google Ads spend? In today's episode of the podcast, I'm going to be talking about Google Ads for business leaders in 3 sections. The first section is going to be how Google Ads works. I'm going to help you understand how Google Ads works and how you can use that to make business decisions. And then in the second section of the podcast, I'm going to be talking about Google Ads keyword strategy. This is different to SEO and other type of keyword strategy. If you make the wrong decision or your team are making the wrong decision about your keyword strategy, that is the foundation that will waste your Google Ads budget and you will waste your money. So I'm going to talk about how you can avoid that and how you can optimize Google Ads for higher conversion. So let me start with explaining how Google Ads work. Google Ads is basically you as a business have money and you tell Google for a particular keyword or set of keywords, this is how much that you're willing to pay for each keyword. Google would then look at the page where you're sending that traffic to. The quality of that page, which is also called quality score, that quality score is based on different criteria. Google is going to look at the landing page experience to understand how relevant is this page to the keyword. Google wants to understand that, okay, is the ad relevant to the content of the landing page? And this is where the wasting of Google ad budget starts. If you have your Google Ads team focus primarily on just working on the Google ad and ignoring the landing page experience, the misalignment of your Google ad and your landing page experience will increase your cost per acquisition invariably. What I mean by increase your cost per acquisition is because the traffic that you're sending to that landing page will potentially not convert because that page has a bad experience. Number one. Number two, you're going to lose traffic because Google will not guarantee you number one in the Google Ads ranking just because you've paid or you've offered to pay the highest bid. It's an auction. Google is going to look at all the people that wants to pay for a particular keyword, and then it's going to look at all the landing page experience, the quality score, and then it's going to then rank them based on the one that Google feels has the highest landing page experience, the highest quality score. So your money does not guarantee that you're going to be number one and you're going to get all the traffic. Another thing that you also need to look at when you're looking at quality score is Google is going to look at the page experience of your landing page on mobile and how fast your page loads. These are elements that is also relevant to conversion optimization as well as SEO. So across the board, the speed and the quality of your landing page on mobile is extremely important. So what I'm trying to say here is that is basically how Google Ad works. You have a bid, you're in an auction, and based on the quality and the relevance of your landing page and the bid that you're willing to pay, then Google would then place you within those Google Ads ranking. So as a business leader, you don't need to go into the weeds and the detail, but this fundamental understanding that, okay, it's an auction will help you understand that you need to focus on 2 parts. You need to focus on optimizing the Google Ads part and also optimizing the landing page. A lot of organizations ignore the landing page and just spend 90 or even 100% of their time on the Google Ads section, and they keep sending traffic to the same landing page without making tweaks and improvement. That is the number one recipe for disaster. So what exactly is your Google Ads keyword strategy? With keywords, you need to understand that what you know about SEO keyword research, which is informational keyword, navigational keyword, commercial keyword, and transactional keyword. For Google Ads, the keyword strategy is different. It's different because there are three types of keywords when it comes to Google Ads. There is the broad match keyword, there is the phrase match keyword, and then there is the exact match keyword. And then you also have something called the negative keyword. Google has changed the criteria of the broad match keyword over the years, and it keeps changing the criteria. So basically, what you need to understand that broad match keywords shows for related search, which can include search results that don't contain your keyword term. That quote I took from Google. What this basically means is Google is going to look at search that doesn't even contain your keyword. Say if you use a keyword shoe, for example, Google is potentially going to use that keyword as shoe, and it's going to show your ad as ads even for trainers. Because although shoe is different to trainers, Google deems that that keyword has something within it that relates to that your keyword term. And if you do not filter that wrong keyword, what I mean by wrong, because if you're targeting shoes and you don't sell trainers, then trainers is a wrong keyword for you. That is where that negative keyword comes into play. So whilst Google will give you that flexibility of targeting broad match keyword, it also gives you the flexibility of adding negative keywords. And these are keywords that you're telling Google, whilst I want a keyword to attract shoes, as much traffic and volume as you want, but I do not want people that type in this particular keyword, although that keyword is in the same niche, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So for you to get the best results as a business leader, you need to make sure that you're instructing your team to make sure they're careful, because whilst you can use negative keywords to filter out traffic, there's also the potential, if done incorrectly, that that negative keyword will also filter out good traffic. So it's a two-edged sword. So you need to be really, really careful. The next type of keyword when it comes to keyword that you need to understand at the top level as a business leader is the exact match keyword. And over the years, Google has changed criteria. Google is always trying to maintain a level of control. What I mean by this is Google is somehow vague in some instances. That's my personal opinion. With exact match keyword, the recent thing they're saying about exact match keyword is it has the same meaning or intent as the keyword. So basically, if you put a keyword in as an exact match and you're telling Google send traffic for this keyword, Google will also look at that keyword, and if it sees another word that you do not know, but Google feels that that word has the same intention, the same meaning as that exact match keyword, it will show your ads for that. And in most instances, that ad will potentially convert because it's in the same theme, in the same. So it's that's where Google kind of automates this, because Google has a better understanding in some instances than you do. Exact match keyword is more restrictive in its targeting, but it reaches fewer than the broad match keyword. So you have broad match and then you have exact match. And then the third type of keyword for Google Ads that you need to understand as a business leader is something called the phrase match. The phrase match is like the middle ground between broad and exact. It searches that includes the meaning of your keyword. Again, searches that include meaning of your keyword. So when you're looking at all these three type of keyword that I've mentioned in your Google Ads keyword strategy, as a business leader, you want to focus on those keywords that are high converting. But you should not just focus on conversion alone. You also want to allow, if it's a new Google Ads account, you want to allow that account to learn, because Google would look at how people are clicking from Google Ads to your landing page. Then they'll look at how people interact, how they convert. So it's like a learning machine. And the more it learns, the more data you have. So you need to give your Google Ads some time. Even when you have an old account, when you change agencies, you also need to give them time to be able to allow that Google ad to run for a while, to gather those insights. It's based on those insights that you start developing your negative keyword. In some instance, as a business leader, you ask your team the question maybe after 4 weeks or after a few months, based on how the Google Ads has run, can you identify the negative keywords that is not contributing to conversion or that is not meeting the conversion target that you set? So that's very, very important. So at a top level, as a business leader, you just to understand that your keyword strategy is really important and how it's aligned to those landing pages. And then let's talk about how you can optimize your Google Ads for higher conversion. Google Ads will waste money when you don't have conversion tracking set up correctly. I worked with a client a few years ago, and the way the website was built, you have a situation where the website was built differently without Google Ads in mind. They had different thank you confirmation page, and they have different multiple conversion tracking on those pages. That then impacted the quality of conversion. And in this instance, you need to ask your team the question. If they start giving you super high conversion rate metrics that is significantly higher than the industry standard, then you need to start asking the question about the quality of your data. Your Google Ads will waste money if you've not implemented conversion tracking the right way. And as a business leader, you also need to understand that there is micro conversion and there is macro conversion. What I mean by this is you want to look at conversion at each stage of the customer journey. What is the click through rate from Google Ads to your landing page? What is the click through rate from that landing page to the cart page or to the form page? And then what's the click through rate to the final confirmation page, the payment page for e-commerce, and the thank you page for lead generation website? These are the questions that you need to ask as a business leader. Once you've identified that, okay, the conversion tracking has been set up correctly, you then need to ask the question, what is the conversion rate by device? Then you want to see how much conversion you're getting on mobile, how much conversion you're getting on desktop. Once you start looking at this, you start understanding where you need to focus on to improve. In some instances, you need to involve your web development team or your content management CMS team in the picture to help your Google Ads team to get the best landing page experience possible. Your Google Ad team are experts at Google Ads. They're not experts at the CMS. So there needs to be that collaboration between your Google Ads team, your conversion rate optimization team, your content team, even the team that is responsible for creating assets and ad creatives. This is how you optimize for conversion for your Google Ads. Another thing you also need to look at is, I mentioned earlier on that one of the criteria for Google is the landing page experience. What landing page experience means is you have a clear value proposition above the fold. If your landing page value proposition is not clear and is not visible above the fold, there is a disconnect. So when people click on the ad, their expectation is dampened if they arrive on a page that doesn't align with where they're coming from. That is how you waste your Google ad budget. And by improving that, that is how you increase the conversion potential of your Google ads. You also need to look at the landing page. Each landing page, what is the headline? Is the headline compelling enough? Because you can have a compelling Google ads that gets a very high click-through rate, but when they land on that landing page, if the headline and the subtext above the fold doesn't align with the expectation, the high expectation they have from clicking on your Google ad, that is a conversion killer. And you need to make sure that you work with your content team and every team within the organization that works around your marketing and your digital marketing to make sure that there is an alignment between every Google ad and the associated landing page where you're sending people. So people do not know you when they click on Google ads. They only have an initial impression. When they then land on your landing page, You remember I mentioned about quality score earlier on? That landing page experience needs to be heightened. And how do you heighten this? Is by installing strategic trust symbols on your landing page. These trust symbols will reinforce that they are on the right page, that this website can be trusted. Because the moment they start feeling that they're on the wrong page and you don't have what they need, or you don't even have enough information, they will leave. And once they leave, that Google ad spend that you've paid Google, Google has done its job to give you the traffic. Whatever you do with that traffic is your problem. So Google's goal when it comes to Google Ads is to give you traffic. How you convert that traffic is your problem. So the quality of your traffic, even if you have high quality traffic and you have a bad landing page experience, a landing page that doesn't have trust symbol, that doesn't have reviews, that doesn't have enough content to educate and engage and help the customer make that decision when they're comparing your product or service to another option they have. If that landing page is not doing that good job of that, then they will leave. That's when you have cart abandonment. That's when you have high exit. So, as a business leader, you need to ask the question of your team: where exactly are the abandonment points on the website? They need to identify that there are micro conversions on the website. And how are we working to improve click through rate from Google Ads to the landing page, click through rate from the product page or the service page to the cart page or the form page, and then to the final thank you page? It's like a relay race, and you need to look at the performance of each step of the relay race. Google Ads is the first of the relay race. So if you think you can have the best person to start the relay race and ignore the rest, you're going to lose the race. That is exactly how you optimize Google Ads for conversion, making sure that that first person has the same strength when it comes to click-through rate as everyone else in that relay race to the final race. And that is how you win. And another thing you need to do as a business leader is to look at your website. This involves collaboration between your Google Ads team, your conversion rate optimization expert, your SEO team, and your web development team. Working with all the stakeholders together to understand the mobile experience of your website is extremely important. What is the user experience of your website like, and how is the mobile responsiveness of your website optimized? You need to look at things like page speed. What are the elements on the page that is making the page too heavy? All these little things, although they sound little, contribute to the quality score, which contributes to your bid. So if you have a very good landing page with a good navigational structure, Google would not charge you as much, because if your page quality and the experience is very, very good, Google knows that when they send traffic to you, there is a high likelihood that that traffic would convert. And then Google knows if you're making profit and if you're making sale because you've optimized your landing page, you're going to increase the money you spend. Because trust me, when you're getting results from your Google ads, it becomes very, very easy for you to increase your Google ads budget because you're guaranteed to get that conversion. But when you're not getting the conversion, Google loses because then you won't be able to spend more money. So it's a win-win situation for you as a business leader and for Google, because Google knows if they send you all the right traffic that converts, you're going to spend more money and you're going to stay on the platform, which is how they make their money. But you have a responsibility as a business leader to make sure that your team does not ignore the landing page experience. That is where the collaboration between your Google Ads team and your conversion rate optimization team is important. And a lot of Google Ads budget is wasted because there is no collaboration between Google Ads and conversion rate optimization, as well as content as well. So, one of the things that you can also do to improve the conversion of your Google ads is to set up A/B tests for your landing pages. Your landing page would need to be adapted to your Google ads. And because this is a big task, some organization would just ignore that and send a lot of traffic, different traffic intents to a limited number of landing pages. And those pages, because they're not optimized for those different intent, for those different stages of the customer purchase, then the money gets wasted. So for you to increase the conversion of your Google ads, you need to make sure that you have different variations of landing page split tested by your conversion rate optimization team to get higher conversion. And this conversion is conversion by channel. The same conversion optimization expert will then work with your SEO team to make sure that for your organic traffic in certain situation is optimized for a different page. In some instances, if a keyword is really, really targeted and these people are really, really ready to transact, you sometimes don't need to overwhelm them. But you're not able to make that decision with the kind of page to allocate to them without A/B split testing those pages. So for you to get the best conversion for your Google ads, you really need to integrate conversion rate optimization with your Google ads. My name is Femi Olajiga. I'm a digital marketing consultant with expertise in Google ads, conversion rate optimization, content, as well as user experience. If you have any question regarding how to improve the performance of your Google ads, send me a connection on LinkedIn and connect with me. And if you also need help hiring a consultant or an agency to help you improve the conversion of your Google ad, connect with me and subscribe to this channel. And I will look forward to speaking to you in the next episode of the podcast. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.
If you've got a real life question, challenge, or scenario that you would like covered, Femi can cover it in the future episodes of the podcast. Just drop him a message on LinkedIn. Femi is also available for one-to-one coaching and consultancy services as well. So head over to LinkedIn, connect with him, and send in your message.